Before starting on the next Bayes network structure analysis, I will just go through a small probability result. I will prove that result because we will use that. The probability of A given B comma C means probability of A given the information that B and C has happened, and I can write it as right. Now I am rewriting the numerator as can I write it like this? Of course I can. The denominator remains same. Now I write this as A comma C into probability of A given C into PC. I can write P of AC like this. The denominator I can write as P of B given C into PC. The PC in the numerator and the denominator cancel each other out, and the result is probability B given A comma C into probability of A given C by probability B given C. This is the result that we need, so I just wanted to prove it in front of you before we use it. Okay. Now let us see a different situation in which we are talking about some Mr. X who becomes happy under two conditions. You can assume that this Mr. X or Miss X or Mrs. X, whatever it is, you can assume that to be yourself. I will not give this, for example, X who becomes happy under two conditions. What are the two conditions? Assuming that you are living in Mumbai and the monsoon is 5 or 6 months long and it keeps on raining and raining and raining, you become happy under two conditions. The first condition is you see it is sunny outside, and the second condition is you get a raise in salary. We all become happy under this second condition for sure. So we can draw this as a cause and effect relationship in a Bayes network. How will it look? If I symbolize this by S, this by R, and being happy being H, then I can draw the structure like S, R, H. There are two causes affecting one effect. In our earlier structure, we had seen a diverging pattern in which there was one cause and two effects. Cancer was the cause, single cause. T1 and T2, tests in two different labs as the two effects. Here, sunny outside and raise in salary are two causes, and being happy is the single cause. It's a converging structure. The earlier was a diverging structure, it is a converging structure. So what are the parameters that I need to tell you about this structure? I need to tell you what is the probability of this S. Seven. These are some numbers so that for a hands-on problem. This probability R. What other do I require? Since there are two causes and one effect, I have to give you in our earlier example we have given P positive, T1 positive given cancer, T2 positive given not cancer. The given was only on one variable because there was only one cause. But here I have two causes. So I have two variables on the given side. pH given S, R is 1. If it is sunny outside and I have raise in salary, if both conditions are true, then I will surely be happy. Point 9. These are the parameters that we require to know. The first question that I can ask you, the first query that I can put to you is, what is this? What is probability of R given S? And it is very reasonable if you answer that since there is raise in salary has no dynamic relationship with being sunny, right? Sunny is something related with climate, and raise in salary is totally different aspect of life. It's related with your job, so they do not have a relationship. The only connective between them in this case is being happy. But since you have no information about being happy or not happy here, I have given only the information that it is sunny outside and asked you what's your belief. See, I have given you the evidence that it is sunny. What is your belief about that there is a raise in salary? It's a totally illogical question. It's like some madman asking a question, right? So you will say there is no relation at all and they are totally independent. So probability of R given S is nothing but probability of R. Now suppose I tell you that X is happy, then I look outside the window and see that it's sunny. What would your natural flow of thought be? Natural flow of thought will be, since being sunny is also a cause of happiness, I know the man is happy, then I look out, then I want to investigate why he is happy. I look outside and I see that it is sunny. So internally I reason that maybe he is happy because it is sunny outside. So my belief about a raise in salary should decrease. Suppose X is happy, then you look outside and see that it is sunny. The natural thought is that the sunniness of the weather explains his happiness. So my belief that X has got a raise will decrease. This is a natural flow of thought. Let us see how our probability model deals with the case. I will compute 3 probabilities here and then compare their values. First, let me compute probability R given H. I will use classical Bayes theorem. Here. Then for computing PH given R, I will use the total theorem of probability. How will we process the denominator? We know how we have processed the numerator. You can process the denominator in 2 stages, right? How? I have applied total theorem of probability on the variable R once. Then I will apply the total theorem of probability for this, similar to this. So this is the same thing as the numerator. And this is the same thing as numerator with not R replacing R, right? So this thing will become P, for this thing it will become PH given S comma not R pH given not S comma not R, right? And all those values are given to you. You can see that all those not as, not S, not R, S, not R, not S, R, S, R, all those variables are given to you, and you have to just put in the values. P of S and P of S, P of R are also given to you. So if I put in those plug in those values, I will get a value of 0.01849. I have already calculated here on my site. You can do the calculation yourself, and if you have any disagreement, you can mail me or you can WhatsApp me also. So this is one calculation that I have, one probability that I have calculated. What is the other probability that I will calculate? Probability R given H comma S. Here I will apply this result that we have proven. Keep a tally on that, how I H equal to probability of H given R comma S. H given R comma S, I have written that only B given A comma C into P A given C means P R given S by here P B given C, so P H given S, right? So pH given R comma S is 1. Then I have PR given S, which is I know PR. And the bottom side is, the denominator is pH given R comma S into PR plus H the denominator I am with total theorem of probability, H given not R S into probability not R. So we know this PR value, we know this value, this value, this value and this value. If we plug in those values, the probability value will come out to be 0.0142. Now I will just attract your attention. See what has happened. This value and this value. And when you knew this P, what is PR given H? PR given H is the belief about that the person X has got a raise in salary when you know that he is happy. With that information, that belief was valued to be 0.01849 quantitatively. But the moment you also knew that it is sunny outside, what was our natural thought? We know that the person X is happy, that is H. We looked outside and saw that it is sunny outside. What was our natural flow of thought? Belief about raise in salary got decreased. because we thought that the sunny weather was the reason behind his happiness. So see, the probability of R given H and S became 0.0142, so it decreased. So my belief about his raise in salary causing the happiness got decreased, because I have already seen one of the causes for his happiness having happened. There are two causes: raise in salary and being sunny outside. I knew that he is happy, and I also came to know that it is sunny outside. So my belief that he got a raise in salary decreased. Now let me calculate one more probability for you, in which we will see that I will know the information given to me will be that he is happy, that X is happy, and I looked out of the window and I saw that it is not sunny. What is the natural flow of thought? The natural flow of thought is, if he is happy and if it's not sunny outside, then it must be the raise in salary that has caused him to be happy. Does our probabilistic model find it out like that? Let's see by calculating the probability. So now we are calculating probability of R given. I know the X is happy. I looked outside and I found that it is not sunny. So what is my belief about a raise in salary? I have applied the same result as before, the thing that we have proved. I will again keep that in tally so that you can match. Right. Now this thing is no more 1, but you know this value pH given R comma not S. pH given R comma not S. This is 0.9. Sorry. Right. And what is PR given not S? Since R and S are independent without the information of H, so PR given not S is the same as PR. So it is the value of PR only, which is given to be 0.01. And again in the denominator you apply the total theorem of probability. pH given not S comma R into PR, pH given not S comma not R into P not R. If you plug in those values, you get this. Right. So let me just summarize the three values together. When I knew the person is happy, but I did not know anything else. I just knew that the person is happy. I had a belief about his raise. That was Firstly, see, I had a belief about the raise happening that was given to be 0.01. Then I gave you an evidence that the person is happy. Your belief about a raise in salary changed, and it changed to 0.01849, increased. Now that you have got a positive evidence towards that there is a raise in salary, because the person, you know, the person is happy, that is a positive evidence. So your belief increased. But now I have given you a condition in which I gave you the information that the person is happy and it is sunny outside. So you thought that since he is happy and since it is sunny outside, maybe he is happy because it is sunny outside, your belief about a raise in salary decreased. It became it came down. In another instance, I told you that the person is happy and it is not sunny outside. So you thought that since it's not sunny and the person is happy, X is happy, then it must be the raise in salary that must have caused his happiness. So your belief about his raise in salary increased more. From 0.01 it became 0.08. This phenomena in which the occurrence of one cause explains away this phenomena in which the occurrence of the effect and one of the causes explains away the belief in the other cause. You knew this effect has been caused, happiness is there, you knew that one of the causes has happened, your belief in the other cause decreased because one of the causes explained the effect. One of the causes explained the occurrence of the effect, so your belief in the other cause decreased. This phenomena, it has a name in probabilistic reasoning. It is called the explaining away effect. So I will just summarize. I wanted to analyze this structure through a story so that it is easier for you to understand. But in general, if I tell you what it all came out to be, that I will redraw the structure here. We can conclude two things, that when no info about H S and R are independent. When H is given, S and R are dependent. So this is the moral of the story, the takeaway message that I wanted by analyzing all this, wanted to give you by analyzing all this. For this type of converging structures, if any information about the effect is given, the causes become dependent. Otherwise, they are independent. Thank you.